All right, we're here to rank some of the best cameos in Deadpool and Wolverine.
I didn't see any cameos in Deadpool and Wolverine. It was a stirring story of the bond between two guys. No cameos.
All I remember is the cameos. So
Okay, right.
I think we had very different experiences. Anyways, please leave a like because we're going through some of the biggest, probably not all of them. There's definitely some ones sneaking around in the background, which we probably missed.
Like that guy with the stripy t-shirt. Was he from The Punisher? Was he the guy that Thomas Jane fights and he
But not
throws-
specifically him because it was the different actor?
Right?
Maybe.
Looked like a guy from The Punisher. They mentioned The Punisher. That was The Punisher's rocket launcher. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
I
right.
reckon it was the guy.
Wow. Ray Stevenson's right because he shot that dude with the rocket launcher.
That's true, yeah.
Let's put it in.
Let's put it in.
That's an S tier.
That's an S-tier rocket launcher, I reckon.
That's a great callback.
S-tier cameo there.
Oh my God. Incredible movie that nobody saw.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay, let's do this one. X-23 Laura Kinney.
That's right.
Presumably this is the Logan universe version?
Yeah.
Or something very similar at least. Yeah.
No one's told this version that Deadpool desecrated her mentor's corpse.
She didn't get a lot of play, obviously, but the stuff that she had was, I enjoyed it. She kind of gave Wolverine the motivation to kill some more people.
That's true, and that's important. Otherwise, we wouldn't have the back half of the movie.
I'm gonna say a B, leaning towards an A.
Okay, if this helps it tip it over to the A, she was wearing the sunglasses from the movie Logan.
I'm gonna tip it back down to a B because they showed it in the trailer. If I didn't know this was happening, I would have been probably more impressed.
Would have been pumped.
Yeah.
But otherwise, we're in that scene being like, this is a big scene of cameos. Where's the biggest cameo? Oh, there she is.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, all right, she's a B.
Well deserved, I think.
That's right.
Well, speaking of that universe, let's talk about Logan's skeleton.
Sure.
He's showing up.
We were like, is this movie going to desecrate the corpse of Logan? Yes and no. I mean, some would argue it gave him a better send-off than the movie Logan. Because in the movie Logan, he's like, oh, I've been impaled on a tree. I'm so sad. I'm a loser. I'm a loser.
But I feel love.
That's right.
Yeah, what a loser.
Yeah, like a loser. But in this, of course, Deadpool digs up his corpse, expecting him to be alive.
Yeah.
But he is not, and then the TVA arrive, and Deadpool has to kill them with various adamantium-laced bones of Wolverine.
With the names of people who made the movie on them. I reckon this is a C. It's
all right, okay.
It's all right. It's a fun.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know. It's not a super interesting cameo to me, I think. Okay. I think there was supposed to be a shock factor here, which maybe I didn't really feel.
Sure,
right. I don't feel anything.
We know there's going to be another Wolverine in this movie, so...
Exactly. All right. So you happy with C?
I'm happy with C. Look, I enjoyed the creative ways that he killed all those men with all those bones.
Yeah.
But I'm with you. Yeah,
Okay.
Let's go with the C.
Okay, what about this? We got Wesley Snipes, the one and only Blade, except for TV Blade, but the one and only Blade, as he says in this movie.
That's right.
Now look, normally I would say S tier. The
Okay.
fact that he worked with Ryan Reynolds on Blade Trinity, but they didn't really meet because it was his stand-in the entire time.
That's right.
And the fact that they talked Wesley Snipes around to this, I hope he got a huge payout.
Me too.
But
Yes.
he didn't have his signature Blade sword.
We talked about that after we got out of the
Yeah.
movie. I think maybe somebody owns the copyright to it.
Yeah.
Like, because it's a very specific thing with the security springy things on it.
Maybe somebody just lost it.
And they don't have the technology to make another one.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
So I'm going to say an A because of the lack of
Yeah,
sword.
also he does say his ice skating catchphrase again.
Some motherfuckers are always trying to ice skate uphill.
Okay, let's say it an A.
All right, let's put it
That
on.
was a surprising one to me. Like you said, I was under the impression that Wesley Snipes would never work with Ryan Reynolds again or for the first time, as you said.
Let's do some comic book cameos of different Wolverines. So we're going to bundle these all together.
Because, of course, Deadpool needs a Wolverine to save his reality.
That's right.
And he goes to
But
various...
who's-
That's right. He goes to various alternate realities, seeing if he can find a suitable candidate.
Yeah.
And boy, does he go to and look at some Wolverines we recognize.
So we got the one-handed Wolverine from Age of Apocalypse.
That's right.
Who got his hand blasted off by Cyclops. We got the version from the Uncanny X-Men 251 where he's strung up on the big X.
In a big field of skulls.
We got Patch, of course.
Is Suave's secret agent self?
That's right. You'd never know who it was. And we got short, hairy Wolverine.
Yes. Comic accurate 5'3"
Yeah.
Wolverine.
That's right.
But whose body do you think they used?
I think they just shrunk down. I
It
think
kind of
it
felt
looked
like they
a-
just got the PNG of Hugh Jackman and just sort of skewed it down a bit, honestly.
Yeah, I think the entire thing except for the head was CGI.
It wasn't quite shrinking down Steve Rogers into a small body at
No.
the start of Captain America.
It was like how they stretched out that dude's face in Quantum Mania. They
Yeah.
used that technology.
They did.
I liked these.
Yeah, me
Just
too.
as really kind of deep cuts. But where would you put these?
I'm going to give him a B.
Okay.
Because I loved him.
Yeah.
But I reckon a lot of people, like a lot of those are going to be lost on people.
See,
suspect.
I loved them too. I would want to put them higher, but if you're saying B, I'm happy to defer to you and what the general public think.
That's right.
They hate it.
They hated it. They're like, we've never seen these Wolverines.
Yeah.
We're real sticklers for continuity.
I just like how they stuck to the very comic booky elements of like hair and the costume. So there's a couple also we want to talk about later, which we're going to do individually because I think they're worth a mention.
You think they're
on
pretty
their
special?
own. I do a bit. Okay, next up we've got generic X-Men characters that have been recast. Some of them we think and some of them we don't know.
We're not sure.
Juggernaut was definitely recast.
It was not Vinnie Jones. He's busy.
Yep. He didn't want to do
He
it.
didn't want to do it. That's right.
We got Azazel.
Who might be Jason Fleming again, but
I
maybe it wasn't.
don't
I don't
think
know.
it was.
I don't think it was. I don't know.
But then we got people like Ray Park returned as Toad. Whoever played Pyro was back.
right.
What's his name?
Aaron Stanford.
There we go. And there's a bunch of others like floating around in the background, which I couldn't quite pin down. But look, I wish there was more of these, or the ones that were there, it was made clear. If they were really there, I would have liked to have been clear. I wanted Deadpool to just stand there and just point to every one of them and tell me where they were from.
Yeah. Like, are they from the X-Men movies we've seen, or are
Yep.
they from parallel universes to those X-Men movies?
That's right.
You know, these details are important.
No.
We've thought about this more than the producers of the X-Men movies ever did.
That could have been a 19-minute scene and they wasted it.
Right?
See?
Yeah, see.
See, because of the genericness of some of them. Next up, we've got various Deadpools.
That's right.
So we've got a few voice cameos in there. Matthew McConaughey was Cowboy Deadpool. We're fairly confident that was Blake Lively as Lady Deadpool. There was a Welcome to Wrexham Deadpool in there.
That's right.
And others. Various babies and whatever. Headpool, which might have been a
Yep.
homage to the one who got beheaded.
Oh, was he zombie Deadpool?
Maybe it was Zombie Deadpool as well. Yeah, that's a good
We
point.
also got Good Paul.
Oh, yeah, good Paul.
The beautiful samurai top knotted Deadpool.
Yep.
Who doesn't have regenerative powers.
No, it turns out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dogpool and
Yeah.
so on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit of fun, I guess.
Okay, you don't seem enthused.
Ah.
You're sea-level enthused.
I think that it kind of washed over me because there was so many. I think if you went back and you paused it and you really studied them, you'd probably realize how much effort went into it.
I kind of feel like they were a little bit underutilized.
Yeah.
And maybe for like all their interesting looks, they were just there to be chopped to pieces for like a fairly generic fight scene. You know what I mean?
Also, if Headpool wasn't from X-Men Origins Wolverine, I don't want to put that guy in. Maybe he was.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Maybe I missed it. And anyway, where are we putting this?
I'm giving it a C.
Wow, he's giving it a D, everybody. There it goes.
Okay.
Wow, harsh but fair.
Wow.
Next up, we've got Gambit.
That's right. The Gambit that never was.
An impenetrable reference if you don't know the backstory of this Gambit movie that was never made.
Because you would think that if they were going to use a Gambit, they would use the Gambit that actually was in a Wolverine movie, Taylor Kitsch.
They should have used two Gambits.
Two Gambits.
They really should have.
There, they could have met on the battlefield, maybe.
Yeah.
So it was long rumored that Channing Tatum was going to be in a Gambit movie.
No, it was a lock. It was
right, okay.
happening multiple times for multiple years.
Yeah, okay, right.
Yeah.
Well, he's finally got his wish.
Because this version, even in this movie, was like, I feel like I've always been here. Like I've never been in a movie.
He's always been in a sort of creative limbo, yeah.
Yeah. I like this. I'm going to say an A also. What do you
Wow.
think?
Okay.
Yeah.
I was going to say lower, but you've already locked it in, so.
I have. And it's a comic accurate suit.
That's
and
true.
he did some cool Gambit stuff.
He did some cool Gambit stuff, yeah.
He had the stick.
He had a stick, he had a card.
He had the accent.
Yep.
What more do you want, Mason?
Nothing more.
And speaking of people in that group, of course, we had Elektra. Now, they definitely went to Ben Affleck for this.
To give his ex-wife permission to be in this movie.
No, I mean to put him in this movie as Daredevil.
Oh, well, I see what you're saying, right. And
Yeah.
he was busy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what he's up to.
Smoking in a car park.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
But that being said, Elektra is not a great movie. And her appearance in Daredevil, I like Jennifer Garner.
She seems delightful.
I think she did a lot with this, with a character that I'd say people don't really remember that well.
Uh-huh.
And there is a little shade thrown at Ben Affleck.
Absolutely
in it,
there
which,
is, yes.
which I enjoyed. Yeah, I mean, just a human among like superheroes with some size.
Maybe she's got some sort of vague, some vague...
She did come back from the dead.
Yeah, she's got vague chi-based powers. She
Yeah.
knows a guy with magic tattoos. You know how that goes.
That's true. Where are we putting this?
C.
I thought she worked hard.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
For this. So I'm going to say a B.
All right then, sure.
Character not great, but performance
Yeah.
and what they did with it,
Uh-huh.
I think elevates it.
Sure, okay.
Yeah. Next up, we've got the Human Torch. It's a real fake out because you think, Mason,
I never thought
this
it-
is the joke.
I never thought
you
even for an instant Chris Evans was going to be Captain America.
You thought
I didn't
you
think.
were gripping the
I
seat.
didn't. I was not gripping anything.
You stood up and you saluted and you said, "That's Captain
That's
America."
my Captain America, I said. You got me. I did.
Yeah, so this is obviously Chris Evans' Human Torch from his 2 Fantastic Four movies.
Yeah.
Or a variant of him, who knows. He gets shredded pretty severely. It's a fun cameo, I
It is
think.
a fun cameo.
Yeah.
Slightly blunted by the fact that Chris Evans will do a fun cameo in literally anything.
Yeah, it wasn't a big surprise to me.
No.
Blade was a surprise.
Yes.
Yeah, him not so much.
Yes.
So what are you giving it then?
See?
Wow, that's okay.
Yeah.
Far out. Can we put it as a B? Because
Yes.
I thought they killed him immediately and he wasn't dead. So they got
Oh, yeah, okay,
they got a
sure.
little bit more time out of him than I thought
No, see,
they would have.
look, you can have it as a B. That's fine. But I think it would have been funny if he was killed instantly.
Okay, well, let's put it back to a C.
Okay, then. Good.
Done.
I think they used him too much.
All right.
Yeah.
Here's one I said we'd come back to. We've got a couple left. We've got the brown suit Wolverine. I love that suit. I know you do too.
Look, I do love that brown suited Wolverine. It's the Wolverine suit I wish they'd put in live action. Of course, they did in a. It was in a suitcase in a deleted scene or something.
I don't think that was the brown suit.
It was brown.
In the Wolverine.
Yeah, it's brown.
I bet it wasn't.
I bet. Let's look it up. You're only looking at the helmet.
But there's no suit in it. It's just gloves. It's
Yep,
not brown.
But the bottom bit's brown.
Is it?
This bit.
No, it's not. It's black.
Interesting.
This is a real that dress situation.
It is, isn't it? Yeah, that's right. Anyway, it's my favourite suit. I wish they'd put it in live action, even though they only did it in this deleted scene.
What do people think this is? Which suit?
Oh, okay,
Tell
right.
us.
Okay. Wow, maybe I've been living a lie.
No, maybe I have.
I don't know. Here's the thing, though. We show that Wolverine fighting the Hulk.
Yeah.
But Wolverine wasn't wearing that suit in his first appearance where he fought the Hulk. He was wearing the yellow suit.
Is this from a later comic book then?
I guess.
There is that movie as well, that animated
Yeah,
movie.
it might be from Ultimate Wolverine versus Hulk.
Was that the one where he gets torn in half?
Yes. And then next issues was delayed by like 4 years.
He's not wearing it in this either. Well, we're learning a lot.
We are learning
and
a lot.
by that I
aren't we?
mean just becoming more confused. Where are we putting it though?
See.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But I thought you loved it.
I did love it.
But it's a C?
Yeah, that's
Okay,
right.
fair enough.
Yeah. Now, which Hulk do we think it was? Eric Banner Hulk? Ruffalo
God,
Hulk?
we didn't get
Ed
a good look at it.
Ed Norton Hulk?
I think they used the generic Hulk model.
They probably
from
did.
the MCU.
Was it not Fortnite Hulk? It was Hulk in Fortnite.
Maybe it was.
Yeah.
And last up, we've got probably the biggest cameo. It's Henry Cavill's Wolverine. Oh my God, what a shock, what a surprise.
Now break this one down for me. It was just long rumored he was going to be
I think
Wolverine
that it's a fan
in
cast.
maybe for the new MCU
Yeah.
X-Men team. Maybe he'd be there. Okay, right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It was a surprise. It was a fun surprise.
yeah.
You know? He's big.
He's a big boy. That wasn't surprising. We all know that.
I knew he was big. We all knew that.
That's right.
But where are we putting this? This joke, this fun joke.
Doesn't get a lot of screen time, does it?
No.
See.
Wow.
Yeah.
Not an S to be seen.
No, that's right.
Wow, there you go. Right up there with generic X-Men that were recast.
That's correct. Yes. Yep.
It's better than that.
All right, fine.
No.
No. S tier. Someone wants to put something
I'm not
in the
putting an S tier.
There we go.
I'm not doing it.
Okay. Wow.
We'll do a B.
Do you want to put something in S? Do you want to move something up to an S?
I mean, if Blade had his sword, but he
Well,
doesn't.
he doesn't have his sword because somebody owns the right to his sword and they lost it.
Anyways, there's a bunch more cameos in here.
That's right.
If you want to list them below and say that we missed them, we'd love that actually.
Yeah, we'd love
Great for
that,
engagement. But also, if you have any other thoughts on any of these, where they should go, let us know.
Yeah.
In a movie that's packed with cameos, did we get to the point where they just kind of washed over us? Most of them were like, yeah, it was fine. Yeah, whatever.
It's a great question.
It's good, I guess.
It was good, I guess. No, I reckon there would have been room for a few more.
Okay.
Maybe even in the audience we were in, like people were hanging out for another cameo.
Yeah.
You know? Another Wolverine.
A nude cameo.
Nude Wolverine with the Virtual Boy on his head.
Oh my God.
You know?
That'd be incredible. Anyways, if you liked this,
Why wouldn't you?
yeah, exactly. You might like our podcast. It's called The Weekly Planet, where we talk movies and comics and TV shows. Of course, we've got an episode on Monday.
Of course.
We've got a full review of Deadpool and Wolverine. But if you do want to see that early, you can actually head over to bigsandwich.co. It's like our private Patreon, where we don't only have our early podcast and early videos, we do video game Let's Plays.
That's right.
We recently did the X-Men arcade video game. We do a comic book club.
That's right.
We recently covered Logan.
Oh,
And we've done Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe.
that's right.
And a bunch of others. We also do movie commentaries. We did one for the original X-Men also.
That's right.
But there's so much stuff there. That's not the only stuff. It helps support this channel if you're interested.
In a way, they're like cameos for content.
It's probably closer to the Cameo, the website where you get celebrities to say things, except the celebrities are much lower tier.
Do you think we could get a cameo of a cameo for this?
Yeah, we'll probably put one in. We could do that.
Okay.
Who do you want to get? Tyler Mane, who played Sabretooth?
Yeah, maybe. You think he's available?
I'll check if he's there. And if he is, it'll be in the video.
Wow.
Yeah.
James, Meso, Tyler Main here, Sabretooth. Here's your cameo for your stupid YouTube video.
What if it's like $500?
We have to do it.
Oh my God.
All right, thanks everyone.
All right, grab that, Jeremy, guys. We'll see you next week.
Goodbye.